Hi, I'm Alan, and this is Prayers to the Dice Gods, and today we're looking at Angels of Absolution. The Angels of Absolution are a fun chapter to paint. It's a bit like painting the Deathwing, only it's not Terminators. So it's in cream armour with a nice black backpack. Started off here with a nice cream colour. Anyone will do that's suitably cream enough. I personally preferred a shabty bone, or as in the case of this particular one, I used a skeleton bone from Army Painter. Now we're heading straight in for black. We're covering up the bits of softer armour in between the joints, and we're going to do the backpack in a nice black paint. This particular one is Corvus Black because I really like the way it looks. When it comes to putting on Corvus Black, particularly over the armour painter paint, it isn't the biggest fan of going over the top, so I give it a good 3 coats to get me a lovely solid base coat. I've also done the eagle on the chest. And just because I'm a huge fan of Lead Belcher, this is our next colour going on. We're putting it onto all the silver bits on the gun and the belt buckle because we've decided that all of the belt buckles are going to be silver. Here we're panel lining the cream coloured armour with Seraphim Sepia. I absolutely love the way this looks when it's done. I don't know what it is. It pops. It makes that cream paint look far more interesting than using a brown or a black or almost any other colour. The nice muted tone of the Seraphim Sepia just works. And just with the shading done on this cream armour, this model is already looking, let's just face it, he's looking pretty sexy already. I'm really looking forward to how he's going to look with the highlights on as well. He's just going to be, well, I'm looking forward to seeing him in the display cabinet. Here we're getting out my favourite brown, the Rhinox hide. It's a lovely base coat to do the leather pouches on the model. Now we're painting the casing on the bolter red. This really pops. It really stands out against a cream model. I really love it. I love everything about the 90s red bolters because that's when I started really getting into Warhammer 40,000 the first time around. 90s red bolters, red last cannons. It was all the rage. It was on all of the box art. It was amazing. Now, just to cover the red and the silver paint on the model, we're going to crack out the Nuln Oil and give it all a nice even wash where we can. Now get ready, the model is about to get sexier, if that is at all possible. What we're doing is we are going around here with a mummy robes highlight to start off with. Next, we're moving on to our upward facing highlights, which we did with Vallejo model colour white. This model isn't even finished yet, and I'll be perfectly honest, he's already one of my most favourite models I've painted. I've done a lot of green. I don't know if you can tell behind me, there is a lot of Death Guard back there. I've done a lot of green. I used to have a Black Legion army. I've done a lot of black. It's not very often I've had the chance to do just a plain cream model, and I really love the way it looks. So we're going over the red panelling on the bolter with Mephiston Red. We're just looking to go over the flat panels, not take out all of the lovely shading that we managed to get into those recesses. And because no red highlighting is complete without some Wild Rider red, we're going to do just the top edges that we can find on those panels. Now a nice easy Rhinox hide workup for the leather is going to take some Mornfang brown. We're going to go around all of the edges. We're also going to put in some little lines on there to make it look a little bit like worn leather. And we're just going to finish that off with our XV88 to give it a really nice worn look on the edges and those lines. Now we're doing our black highlighting. We're starting off with Mechanica Standard Grey. This is going to be the first highlight. We're going to do this all over the chest eagle, any of the black spots, as well as that backpack. Now our last highlight of choice for the black is Celestra Grey. Got a little bit of a blue tinge to it. I like it. I like the way it looks. It gives the black a really bright highlight without having going to white. Our little patch of gold here, we are mixing in our Retributor armor with some Runefang steel. And we do this a couple of times, just get it progressively lighter, just to give it a nice little progression from gold to a lighter gold. We're going for a nice simple black base again, and that's just because eventually these are going to end up in a display cabinet, along with the other 99 chapters. Now, considering this is beginner-friendly techniques, edge highlighting being the most straightforward for you to learn because it's literally just go around the edges and highlight them, I'm really impressed with how this one's come out, and I would be very happy to place a full army of those onto the table, ready to play. It'd look fantastic with them all grouped together. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you get all of the notifications as and when the new videos are released. The dice gods favour the painted army,